107fm 5 after 10 o'clock, 28 degrees, gone past what the weatherman says was going to be 27. We have a whole lot of day to go yet, and believe me, Barbara's prediction 32 degrees, 31 degrees. Mine was 32 degrees. We're both on pretty much the same page, and think that it's going to be much better than what the weatherman says anyway. And we're already there. Friday, February the 7th, and absolutely elated. Love Keisha's Take It Off. Yeah, absolutely. Would love to see her do that. Anyway, you're right here at Galaxy, and I'm joined today, coming out of Winnipeg, Canada, good old friend of ours, and got to welcome him back, is Greg Arcade. Just over a year ago we met Greg.
That's right. How you doing?
It is an absolute pleasure to have you with us again, and believe me, I'm a huge, huge fan of yours. Love your music. And just wondering, now we do have The Lost Highway we're going to be talking about very, very shortly. And you're giving me a few snippets of future music. Is there an album coming out?
Yeah, we're working on it. I'm aiming to put about 16 to 20 songs together, but I'm doing it how I used to do it, where we're going to just cut songs as we're feeling them and then fill it up with the other ones that come along as we're done. So we're not sitting down to do it all together. And actually, I'm playing all the instruments so far because I haven't had the guys over. It's been so damn cold, but yeah, we'll get there.
Believe me, what is it, 16 below there at the moment? Thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, not even how it feels, right? With the wind, it feels like almost minus 30. So.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Because we were born here. What's your excuse, right? That's The Simpsons, I think.
That's crazy. It really, really is. It's much like the people in Hurricane Alley that I talk to all the time. I'm saying, every year, hurricanes are going to come down through there, destroy everything, take lives, everything like that. Why would you put yourself in harm's way? Why live there?
End of the way, it is home, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. One guy says to me, always love a challenge.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's one heck of a challenge. I've got to be honest with you. I wouldn't be a part of that at all. Now, Greg, having said all of this, I want to talk to you a little bit about Golden Oak Records Company. Now, this is your record company, and you're not only working with your own band and everything and producing your own music, but you're working with other bands as well, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. We started it, myself and my partner Caleb, we started that together, and we, it started off doing some more multimedia work, poster design, logos, but we're also both audio engineers, and we're working with a number of bands right now, including Band and Outlawed, which is a younger brother duo from here in Canada, and they play just kind of modern country music. And then there's Chris Michael we started working with, and he's the same kind of thing. Kaylin's got her band, Katie and the Wolves. We've got some friends in the Bloodshots and some other bands that we work with. So yeah, it's fun, it's good, and it's a good little family we're building.
Well, I got to be honest with you. If they're anything like you and or your music, why not pass that information on to Barbara? Let's get an interview with these guys.
I will. Don't worry.
Let's promote, especially Golden Oak Records and everybody coming out of there.
Oh, we love that. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Love that idea myself. I got to be straight up with you. Now, tell me. Now, I got to be honest with you. I got a fan question. I'm sure I've asked you before, but how do the fans get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But Greg, do you respond?
Yeah, absolutely. Instagram's the one to get at me with. So at Greg Arcade, make sure it's that. So it's not one of, there's a couple imposter accounts, and those are the worst because they're everywhere. But Instagram at GregarCade. On Facebook, it's at Greg Arcade Official, and GregArcade.com.
Nice. Now, at the same time, you have a website, www.gregarcade?
Yeah, .com. That's the one.
Awesome. Now, on there, do you have a merch store? Can our fans go and buy products?
Yeah, we've got T-shirts up. I just put a brand new up right before you guys called me. I was rushing to get that one done with the kind of the artwork for Lost Highway, but a little different. So there's some of that up there. There's even mugs and stuff, and it ships from the UK or the USA to anywhere in the world.
Nice,
teespring.
nice. Well, you know what I'm going to ask now. How about sending me at least a couple of T-shirts?
You know, I was just thinking about that. I forgot to send the last time we talked, so we're going to get your info for this one, and I'm going to send some down there in the next little bit.
Nice.
Big time.
Because believe me, and people notice, they really, really do, when we're doing interviews and stuff like that, T-shirts that I'm wearing, this one is actually the Blue Mariah Band, and love those guys, especially Cheryl Arnold. Mike, going to join us for Valentine's Day. Online.
Yes, Cheryl's with us.
Well, guess what? I've got your shirt on today. Absolutely. And folks, ladies and gentlemen, go and check out the Blue Mariah Band. You can't go wrong here. You really can't. Cheryl, love, love, love Blue Mariah. Really do. So getting out of that and coming back to you, Greg, I want to refresh everybody's memory, especially about Honky Tonk Gone. This is literally the biggest request for Greg Arcade. Since we've been playing you, my friend, people just keep asking for it. Why? Tell me all about it.
Well, it's kind of, I don't know what to say. It's the song that everybody loves, you know, and it's I love playing it live too. It's got that old school '90s country kind of thing going on, but at the same time, there's a little bit of that like southern rock in the riff and all that. So it covers a few genres. It's just fun, and it's really free. There's not too much crying in it, so.
I think our fans, literally our listeners, can relate to the song. I really, really do. And believe me, after we come back from this, I'm going to ask Greg a little bit about himself to tell our fans a little bit about whether he's married, you know, whether he's got any allergies, whether he drives a limo. You know what I'm saying. You're right here at Galaxy. Here's Greg Arcade. Honky Tonk Gone. How you feeling there, Greg?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
Oh, absolutely stunning. Really, really
good.
Happy as hell, to be honest, my friend. It's good to catch up with you again.
I'm going to send you a link to the store I got up now. There's some shirts in there, but there's some other designs that aren't up in there. You can pick whatever you want. We'll figure that out.
Okay, send it to Barbara.
Yep.
Hi, Jim.
Because
Will do.
She takes care of all of that for me. You see, I'm useless. Barbara, everybody needs a Barbara, bro.
Yeah, I got one too. She's sick downstairs right now, so.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I've just got over the loogie.
Can Greg send us some music that his partner sings, Katie and the Wolves? I'm interested.
Oh, Barbara's interested in Katie and the Wolves, bro. Can you
Absolutely.
do that? Awesome.
I'll send that over right away. And I know Kaylin, she's recording a new single right now with her band, too. One just went to the mountains here in Canada, so he's back next week. And I think the other guy just went to Disney World with his daughter. So we're just waiting for them all to get back in the city, and then they'll be recording.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
so you will do an interview with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barbara says set it up. She wants to do an interview.
I will get that going.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And once upon a time, we used to have to put everything to a board. Now I'm sure the board is scared of her because they just agree.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. It's almost done. Karen, they want to do an interview with you too sometime.
Awesome.
I can't hear what she said. I got the headphones on. But.
Yeah, believe me. I tried that too. Now she's in my head.
No. Yeah, she's sick from work today, so
Okay.
she's just relaxing.
Yeah, absolutely. Believe me,
That's good, bro.
I've just got over a little bit of the bout as well.
All right.
I think Mother Nature's just given me a little twat behind the ear because I've been giving everybody a bit of a little bit of stick about this coronavirus thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I drink my bottle of coronavirus, I like a little wedge of Lyme's disease in it as well.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Beat me to it.
There you go. It's international.
I didn't realise that, did you?
Yeah. So, but yet again, I give everybody a bit of stick, especially Australians. You know.
As you should.
Yeah, believe me, I actually feel sorry for the Australians at the moment. They've gone through these wildfires you know, absolutely nuts. Let's go back to the desk.
Oh, I better move this before you get hit in the eye.
Yeah, I don't want to be hit in the eye. Eye. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 16 after 10 o'clock, 29 degrees. We're approaching basically Barbara's prediction and mine, you know, verging on it anyway. But believe me, we have blown away the weatherman today. Friday, February the 7th, and believe me, it's an absolute stunner day outside. It really, really is. Something you can be envious of if you happen to be in Winnipeg right now, I'd say.
There's no minus sign in front of that 29?
No, no, that would never happen. In fact, Greg, we had somebody send us a photo of a snow shovel, and nobody here in this office could figure out what it was. We had no idea, not a clue, literally. And it was broken. She says, you know, brand spanking new, 1 day's use, and look what happens. I worked my butt off.
I'll take a couple photos for you guys when we're all done, just so you can see what we're dealing with here. Yeah.
Well, if it's white and it's cold, it's not for me, literally. Believe me. Used to do a bit of snowboarding and skiing back in the day, and I know how hot it can be. On top of that, you know, with the reflections and all the activities you're doing, all of that. But believe me, when you're just working or something like that and it gets to 0 degrees, people around here get grumpy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they don't like it.
It's definitely just part of being a Winnipegger sometimes.
Nobody likes Jack Frost. Nobody likes that guy, Jack Frost. We really, really don't. We kind of like to be, you know, not as hot as what we are, but maybe not as cold as what you are either. You know, somewhere, you know, reasonable.
Same time, though, it does get, you know, you get used to it, and the cold is brisk, and it's nice. It's a drier cold here where we are. We don't generally get that humid in the winter, but when it does, it gets real cold. But it's not so bad after you get past that -7. It pretty much just feels the same no matter how cold it gets. You know?
It just makes me wonder how the grass survives having that much snow on it for so long.
Oh, it's all insulated. It's fine. It goes to sleep, so it comes right back, no problem.
Oh, okay. Yep. They insulate their grass at home over there.
No, with the snow. When the snow comes down, it does that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, because believe me, as you can tell, we don't know a lot about it over where we are. Well, you know, down the bottom of the South Island, sure, they get snow, but nothing like what I've seen this year coming out of Canada. And believe me, we've had the OPP keeping us informed of what's going on in a lot of their highways. And same with the Canadian Mounted Police. They've been telling us about the Coquihalla, for instance, and other offshoots, because literally, people are literally listening to us as they're driving in Canada, listening to bands and interviews much like this right now. So the OPP and the Canadian Mounted decided to get in touch with us and keep us informed of anything that may be dangerous over there so that we can warn you guys. You know, and we love to do that. We really, really do.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy too, because Canada is a very, very large country. So, you know, from here to the Ontario border, it's a couple hours of driving just in a straight line on a straight flat field for the most part. And their weather, it could be super different from what we're getting here, you know, and it's nuts. Like, they had that huge snowstorm not long ago, and we had one in October. Like, it was green grass, then the next day it was just snow everywhere and branches fell down everywhere because all the foliage on the trees wasn't gone yet, so it was all just breaking everywhere. I got some photos of that. That was crazy. Never seen anything like that in my life.
You know, so
entire lilac bushes like octopuses laying on the ground. It's crazy.
So, literally being between British Columbia and then being through mainstream Canada, it's a wonder there's not a border there and you need a passport.
Well, they can't bring wine over the border. That's what they tell you, or something like that. So.
I try to leave my whiners behind.
Yeah, I think we all do.
But having said that, we would love to be able to see you play here in New Zealand. Come on down and have a bit of
I
fun.
want to. We got to figure that out. I want to get down there. I want to see that place. So it's got to happen.
Believe me.
It's got to happen. We got to start talking. Let's start talking today.
Talk to Barbara, literally.
Yep.
She's got her finger on the pulse of that. But at the same time, you're going to bring your lovely wife with you?
Fiance. We're getting married in September.
Well,
Yeah.
I
So
tell you what, there's a good honeymoon excuse right there, isn't it?
that's a great idea.
You know,
I'm gonna write that down. I found a pencil, by the way.
yeah, but don't write it down on paper. You're not too good with that stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Write it on a $100 bill. I'm sure you will look at it a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if I had that in my wallet for very long.
Yeah. Believe me, I have fleeting glances of those things every now and again as well. These days, to be very honest with you, moreover, it's basically plastic for us around here. You know, you don't get to see folding that much these days. It's always more convenient to use your card and purchase stuff that way. Which is a bygone era almost, isn't it? Money.
Yep.
You know, it really
That's
is.
too bad, though.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm still a big fan of gold.
Yeah, gold and silver.
Yeah, if you're gonna be outrageously rich, then let's see you cart around a fortune in your wheelbarrow.
Well, you just gotta plate that wheelbarrow.
Yeah, just write wallet on the side of it. But I think the world's money changed when they went from the value of gold to what they have in denomination today. I really do.
Yeah, when they went to the old fiats, but I guess maybe we won't dig into that whole world just too much right now.
Well, it's too easy to print money. It's not easy to be able to find gold.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
Gold standard was a good way to do things.
Exactly, and believe me, I would love to come and have a go at the Yukon, to be very honest with you. That would be a place to go.
No, I've never been to Yukon, but I hear it's just beautiful, and yeah, there's a lot of beautiful stuff up there. So
Exactly, and a lot of gold mines up that way, and would love to be able to be a part of that. My father literally was a coal miner, but he knew about gold. We used to go gold panning as children with the old man. So believe me, I know one or two things about what to look for and how to find it. And
well, then come on over here and show me.
Well, I'd even have to refresh my miner's license, to be honest. That way I can get some explosives. I love playing with explosives.
Hey, me too. We should talk about that sometime too.
Yeah, literally. My father was an explosives expert for the coal mines, not only going down the pit, but open cast as well. We used to blow stuff up. And, well, you know, as a child, fascinating.
Thank you for joining us, Russell.
Absolutely
And of course,
fascinating.
Super fun doing anything like that. I actually spent a lot of time with just, hobby rocket engines and all that, and black powder and those things. So we played around with that a lot when we were younger. Yeah.
I love that. I did too, to be very honest with you. I've even been guilty, would you believe, of grabbing Dad's three bullets, taking the end out and taking all the gunpowder out so that I can make something that will go bang.
Yeah.
Then I put the bullets back in, Dad goes to go hunting, and, well, what do you know? Stern talking to. Yeah, stern talking to when he gets home, that's for sure. Anyway, my friend, brand spanking new music here at Galaxy is Lost Highway. Now, tell me all about this.
Well, you heard my last record too, and we were talking about that, and you didn't want to, when you got to talking, you were saying how you just don't want to hear another sad, sappy country singer, right? And that record was half and half, but those songs were old, and they're dated, but I had to get them out. And then I went to this place here, in this room, I just started working on a tune, and I was feeling really good, reflecting on my life and all these things, and just, figured I'd write this love song and, really feel it, and really mean it, and it feels good. And they've been about a decade since I really wrote a love song, so, yeah, it finally came together there.
I've got to be honest with you, I've heard it a few times, and we've played it a number of times here, but haven't it really announced who, what, when, where. We just wanted to leave it as a surprise so that we can release this to our 5+ million people that are listening today. Now,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that big time.
but we've been getting a huge response. People have been saying to us,
Good.
who and what is this? Where's it about? Love, love, love the lyrics, love the track, love everything to do with it. So, did you produce this yourself? Did you get it done in a recording studio?
Right here at home. Oh, you can't even really see everything. It's kind of a mess right now. I apologize for that. But we're just in the middle of recording. But yeah, I did that. I played all the instruments on this one too. My lead guitar player Nathan did help me with the mix, as did my friend Bobby from No Fun Industries. Just when I'd send it to them, they'd, tell me what's going on. Because anytime you're in a new room, you got to learn, the frequencies and how the monitors are reacting. And now that I got a grasp on it, I really like the way that the new productions are sounding in here. Yeah.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, my friend. Golden Oak Records has got a bright future, especially if you're putting out quality music like this. And not only on the technical side, but Greg, I got to give you big ups because this is a well done production. It really, really is. Love your voice, love the lyrics, love everything about it. Better get it on and play it. Here's Greg Arcade. Brand spanking new to the world, Lost Highway. Ooh, gosh, getting hot up here, bud. How you feeling there, my bro?
I'm feeling good. I'm having a great time. I've always loved talking to you guys. I was hoping we'd do it sooner, but you know what? Anytime is just a pleasure.
Well, you've got a bit of sadomasochism in there, don't you?
Just a bit. Little touch.
Yeah.
Devil knows his own, I guess.
There you go. That's why we're brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Absolutely. And who's joining us right now?
Oh, we've got Dwayne Watson, Don Carlos.
Dwayne. Voted for you today,
I was just
my
going to ask if you heard Dwayne's new stuff. I love his new stuff. And you seen his video there? It's really cool.
I love his work as well. I really, really do.
Yeah.
He's a legend here at Galaxy, I've got to admit. He's taken out a number of prestigious places through the years that we've been playing. Looking forward to new stuff from you, Dwayne. Did you say Chris Andreas is there? No? Okay. And nice to know that you know Dwayne.
Well, I started talking to him a bunch more late November about then, and we started just chatting about stuff and exchanging songs, and we had said hi before that a few times, but, that first time that we talked, I had heard some of his songs before, but that was the first time I just started being like, well, why don't I say hi to Dwayne? And yeah, now we talk every now and then, and I think he shared my post today that I was going to be on Galaxy, so I appreciate that. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, hi, thanks, Dwayne.
Yeah, he can hear you. He can hear you.
Good stuff. And that guy's great.
Oh, he is.
I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I love the meanings behind the words.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've spoken to him at length on a number of occasions, and he's explained a lot of his music to me. So about him and so about his family and things like that. I love Billy Miner, for instance. It's one of my favourites,
I know, I love that tune too. That's so good.
But I also love, the Dead Man's Whiskey song that he's come out with not so long ago.
Did you see that video he posted of him playing with the band live at that bar?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. I love that when that band takes off there. It sounds so good. Yeah.
I tell you what, can I recommend another friend in the same region pretty much, is Chris Andreas. Chris Andreas.
I know Chris. Yeah, he mailed me one of his records back at the old place. I think in October. There's something, that one with the picture of his face there. I love that record too. Really good. Really nice guy too. I haven't had a chance to talk to him too much yet, but I'm hoping to do so now that I'm all settled and getting there.
Both these guys, my friend, I couldn't recommend higher to do anything with. If you ever feel like doing a show with a band or two, try those guys.
Oh, big time. Yeah, just Vancouver is what? 22, 24-hour drive from where I am?
Just down the road. It's like going to the dairy.
Yeah, just a little further.
Yeah. Just off to the pub.
Anytime we can link up, that'll be the first person I call if I get out there. So
nice.
You can always Skype.
Yeah, you can always Skype too, by the way.
Yeah, big time.
Let's go back to the desk.
Okay, rush.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Got to thank everybody that's joining us live on Facebook right now, talking to Greg Arcade, coming out of Winnipeg, and it's always a pleasure to be able to catch up with a good friend like Greg Arcade. Now, Greg, I'm hoping that in the very, very near future we'll be able to hook up with a few giveaways that we can give to our listeners.
Absolutely.
We have so many fans of yours listen to us all the time, want to know more about you, more about how they can run the competition line, stuff like that, and get something free. Of course, everybody likes something free, and we also ship it around the world. It doesn't matter where you are. We will make sure that you get it if you win it. Now, at the same time, we would like to know a little bit more about your recording studios. Of course, Golden Oak Records. We would love to be able to do an interview with your lovely fiance and what was it? The Wolves. The Wolf
yeah,
band?
Katie and the Wolves.
Katie and the Wolves. I like that. That's very Canadian.
They're great, and they're such a hard-hitting, good rock and roll band too. You know, it's a 5-piece band. They got a little bit of that 70s psychedelic, a little bit of that blues, a little bit of that garage, and it just, I don't know, it's such a cool sound, and seeing them live is just awesome. I actually got to drum for them 2 times this summer because their drummer pulled his back or something, so I got to play it in these, and it was great because I love those songs. So yeah, it was a fun one.
You know, Greg,
definitely check them out. KatieandTheWolves.com. Yeah.
KatieandTheWolves.com. Go and check them out. I always say, though, that the drummer seems to be the hardest working member of the band. Never stops, do they?
Sometimes, you know, I love it. I may have missed my calling. You know, now that I have my kit set up all the time and playing it, I love playing drums. It is so much fun. It's so really, and you put kind of, you know, any bad vibes or anything just out. And it feels good, you know, and that's just, oh, I should have drums, but it's too late for that now. I play guitar. I still play the drums, but can't back out now.
Agreed, it is very therapeutic, I got to admit that. I would have been a drummer as well back in the day if my mum had let me play the pots in the kitchen. I kept breaking those wooden spoons of hers. That was it, I was out of there. And I did a cursory kind of thing. As being a roadie, I had to learn how to tune drums and stuff like that. So I do know sort of how to play, but I would never be of the caliber of your experience, for instance. But, you know, one day we might be able to get together and have a little skin up.
I think so. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
That's very Canadian as well. But we would love to be able to show you and your lovely lady and, of course, your band and everything like that around New Zealand. I'm sure we've done the thing about throwing you off a bridge and eating the peanut butter bug and stuff like that. But having said that, I'm going to get it in just while I can, the 5 questions from the 50 Shades of Grant, just because this is a bit of fun. And
I don't even know what this is. All right.
Okay. Now, at the same time, you've heard of James Bond, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, with making the brand spanking new James Bond movie, he broke his ankle and had to have 12 weeks down. While that was happening, the management, the owners, and everybody got together and decided that they would like to kind of change James Bond. They wanted to make him a woman. Now, they put that out to world consensus, and the world just went no, right away, no. Ian Fleming would be rolling in his grave if he, heard that had happened. You know, Moneypenny's Moneypenny. She's not James Bond, right? But, so, with that consensus, now they've come to the agreement that they're going to make James Bond gay.
You know, I think my whole opinion about this is why continue to rehash things instead of build new characters? There's no problem with making, you know, a gay spy character if you want to do that, but why not create a new character around it, his own story? Why do they got to keep taking these things and redoing it? So it's like, you know, how many times are they going to rehash the same old movies? I'm tired of it. Show me something new. You know what I mean? And, like, that's where I sit with that. As long as you're happy and you're not hurting anybody, you do whatever the hell you want. Yeah. I just think it's, you know, just be creative. Try something new. And that's how I feel about that stuff.
I agree with you. We definitely need somebody other than Blofeld as a good crim. But having said that, do you know what they're going to call the new James Bond?
No, is this going to be a good joke, though? Am I going to laugh? You're smiling.
07. 07.
I'm not getting it.
007. 07.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, let's come back to something sensible then. Have you ever tried vegan sausages?
No.
Are they made of vegans?
I wouldn't. Well, even if they were, they wouldn't have any meat content.
Well, that's like Girl Guide business.
You know, I joke about that too, but my lead guitar player is vegan. I respect his lifestyle and his choices. I think that's just fine. You know?
I kind of look at veganism much like I look at religion. You know, it's all good for you, but please don't enforce it on me.
Exact same thing. Same thing that I said before too. You know, it's just if you're happy and you're not hurting, anybody, just do what you got to do. You just don't have to make everybody homogenized to the same thing. You know, the variety of life is what makes life interesting, and people being different is good. Not everybody's got to wear the same shit. Stuff. So.
At the same time, you guys have legalised marijuana in a number of ways. Here in New Zealand, we're actually having a referendum right now on whether we should legalise or decriminalise medical marijuanas and any other sort of products. What's your take on that?
You know, I think that there's no reason that this natural plant that grows should be an issue, right? Like, if you're going to choose to smoke it or do whatever you're going to do with it, it's fine, but it definitely does have medical properties that do good things for people. You know, CBD oil and phoenix tears, they allow you to, like, regain your appetite and fight diseases and stuff and balance out your blood sugars, things like that. Why are we not doing that? Well, because we're got enough money invested in other substances that are keeping everybody sick. It's just the worst.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And believe me, the pharmaceutical companies here, well, you know, they're rather threatened by this, literally, because they're not going to be able to make any money off it. They don't produce that.
And that's the nice part. That's the nice part of the legalization too, right? Like reduced legislation and research, so that it can lead to maybe other things that come from it. You know, that lead to more cures. You know, like, people are getting sick. It's pretty sad.
It is, and I would rather see it, all the research and everything go into breast cancer drugs or any cancer drugs that may prolong somebody's life that way. But I'm fully behind.
The opioid epidemic is just out of hand, and it's out there and it's crazy, and it's just poison, and it's killing people. And this can be a fine alternative to that, but they don't want to loosen their grip just for some damn dollars, and it's stupid.
It is. It certainly is, Greg. And I've got to let you know, just the other day I was walking down the main street of Kobita here, and a little old man comes riding up to me in one of these little cart things that, with the flag and little lights on it that you can go walking down the driveway or down the footpath. He comes zooming up to me and goes, Grant, medical marijuana oil is good for your joints. I said, really? He was quite excited about it. So having said that, we're also having a referendum right now about euthanasia. Now, what's your take on that? Are you for or against euthanasia? Now, I feel, literally, that people should have this right.
I don't know if I have an opinion or enough knowledge or investment in that topic to really give a good opinion. I think, it's a delicate subject. There's a lot of delicate subjects with it. I think that in some cases, it's a very case-by-case thing, right? Like, some cases, maybe it does make sense, but in some cases, maybe it shouldn't be done because maybe somebody is not necessarily thinking clearly or something, and it's the same thing with, suicide is a big problem with a lot of, people and demographics, and if euthanasia is just fully allowed, maybe that's believing in yourself and, those things, and I don't know. I know a lot of people deal with it, definitely deal with some depression stuff myself too, but I just don't believe in glorifying the condition. I believe in glorifying, beating it and doing that stuff and being stronger and passing it. That's what we should be celebrating, not our problems. We should be celebrating and beating our problems. So, and I think that just ties into what I was saying about the euthanasia thing, where I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't want to take a stance on it. It's not something I have to really think about right now, but I think it's got to really be approached case by case,
Totally agree with you there, Greg. I really, really do. But I think that it would be nice to have that option for the people that need it the most, if you know what I mean. Being in South...
And that's what I mean.
Carolina.
Like by the case by case, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's something to observe there. But even then, how do you do that fairly? Everything's up in the air.
Hey, listen, Greg.
Try to live your life and be happy.
I got to be honest with you, Greg. I want to pass away like my grandfather did in his sleep, unlike the passengers in his car at the time. That's the best way to put it. So, Greg, I've got to say thank you once again for coming and joining us this morning and releasing to the world The Lost Highway. Thank you for putting up with me. Because
hey man, I love talking to you. There's nothing wrong there. nothing to be thankful for necessarily.
Well, I'll apologise off here later anyway if I have to. But having said that, my friend, please come back again. Let's talk about brand spanking new music. It is 2020, a whole new decade, and I see a big part of it being Greg Arcade here at Galaxy.
That sounds good to me. That sounds real good to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Awesome. Stay with us for a couple of minutes, my friend. We've got a couple of things we're going to do. But in the meantime, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Coming up after 11 is Marshall Parks.